Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. This is a great intro right here with the Outer Bounds. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. Get that bell notification on if you don't want to miss out on any episodes of Brockton County and Ontario Theme City. And make sure to hit the like button, too. The like button helps the channel quite a bit. So I hope you liked last episode where we built a residential community around Bathurst Lake. And we are not done Bathurst Lake at the moment because there's a lot more to do. We still need to decorate a bunch. Okay, 2 outside connection intros or sequences at the beginning. Like, come on. Every beginning of every episode, there is one. And there was 2. Come on. Anyways, so today's episode, we're going to kind of finish off building around the lake. We're going to kind of focus more on like decorating it and detailing it a bit more in today's episode. And we're going to do a couple other small things to kind of to help push the university. 3. All right. Well, let's just back out because I got a good view right here. Yeah, we're going to get some other things to help push the university over the edge to level 5 because we're almost there. And once we hit that, maybe tomorrow's episode, we'll get the level 5 university going. And maybe we'll save any traffic fixing for another time. But I was playing around with the zoning right here in this little businessy part of the area that we were detailing. So last episode we detailed around here. I filled it in with trees as well. I think it looks really nice. I also ran a fence all the way alongside the rail. It's the zoo fence, but it looks like a sound barrier, right? So anyways, so I did that. I put the fence all the way around to here. Kind of goes around all that. And I put the pathway in, just, you know, not trying to waste time. Also blended the fence into the rock right here to make it look like the end of the park. I also tweaked the bus stops around the loop right here. So that is all fine and dandy. There's a lot more we need to do though. In this area right here, we need to probably get some more education stuff. And yeah, so that's where we're going to be detailing this square today, filling that in, and then all the way around the lake that we haven't detailed. So we've detailed this part, we detailed right here a little bit. So everywhere else, that is today's focus. But we're going to start off with a bus line. And why are we going to start off with a bus line? Well, if we look at our current bus lines, I know this one's a bit hard to see. This one's yellow. This one just kind of, oh, there we go. This one just kind of loops in and then goes into the university. Both these areas are University Square, Lakeview, and Bathurst Lake are all education boosted. So I'm just trying to shuttle people over there as best I can. And of course, there's also areas over here that if we run into a situation where we have finished everything we need to today, I'll start looking at just filling in some residential stuff right around here. All right, so bus line. Well, if we look at the bus lines themselves, there is only really one going over here and then one going around in the loop. We have the tram that runs through here, goes down Electric Avenue and into the city. So if someone was over here and say wanted to get over here, they could take the train. But that's a bit out of the way if you're living in this area. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be kind of like a good preemptive move as well as we build into this area, is I'm going to run a bus line down here and loops into the downtown or something like that. So I don't want to clog up this area more than it already is. So I'm going to try to avoid that. I'm going to probably bring it right into here and loop it around or something like that. But let's start off. This way. Okay, let's grab the bus line. Oh, actually, let's start off with this. So Scarlet Avenue, we're gonna rename it after a name suggestion in the comments, and I like this. Famous Steves. So Steve McQueen Avenue or Boulevard. And Steve McQueen is a famous actor from the 80s, I think, 70s. Yeah, 70s. Anyways, so this road goes all the way over here. This is a pretty major road. It goes all the way. It is the diverging diamond. It goes all the way right up to the roundabout, and perhaps even farther if we continue it on. So, well, when we continue it on. So, great name suggestion, Joy. I appreciate that. And I got a couple more in the bank. Some royal names as well. So that one is I'm gonna save it for like a really cool parkway that I'm gonna build, probably out over here, or maybe over here. I don't know, but great name suggestions that need to be major roads. So, anyways, Steve McQueen Avenue. Let's just make sure that we see that it ends right here, and it'll probably continue on over top or underneath of this rail line as well. But along Steve McQueen Avenue, I forgot to do that last episode. Okay, so let's get the bus stop over here. It's going to dive down. It's going to go right down along Manitoba Street. I don't think we're going to take it along Bradley Finch Avenue. Is this really Bradley Finch Avenue? This needs a new name. This is a major street in the city. Bradley Finch Avenue. Well, if anyone would like to rename Bradley Finch Avenue, let's take a look at this. This is like our Finch Street, sorry. This is a pretty major street in the city as well, which, you know, that's a pretty good one. So I'll leave this up to you guys. Throw some name suggestions down in the comments, and if I don't use your name suggestion for this one, I keep a list, and anytime I need to name something, if I feel like that name is a good suggestion for that type of road, it will be used. So it's a pretty main one. It connects right up into Queen's Park here, which is right along Scott Street. That's a fine name. It also connects into Young Boulevard and Kings Park Drive. So I think it also connects into our provincial roads and Great Lakes, Quebec, Manitoba, Ontario. I think maybe this should have been Ontario, but I guess Ontario is like a good frontage road. And we have some Great Lakes as well. Erie. Scott is not, but Scott is a fine name. Huron, and then over here is Harvey Avenue, which I think was something else at some point too. But we'll save Harvey Avenue for another time. Let's go back to our buses. Okay, come on. It's been 7 minutes and I've not done a thing. Okay, so Steve McQueen, we'll get it to stop right here. I'm just gonna pretty much direct this bus based off of the needs right now, and we will change it as time is required. So how about we... Okay, so there's a bus right here. There's a bunch of trams right here. Yeah, okay, I'll bring it through Manitoba. And let's bring it down through here, actually. Okay, let's back it up, bring it to stop right here. Put a stop right here. People can transfer to these trams if they need to. And then we'll bring it back around. There we go. And then now we need to actually pay attention to what's happening. So this is not going to go past the diverging diamond. Actually, that's not a bad idea. But instead what we're going to do is we're just going to loop it. Sorry, I keep zooming around. We're going to loop it through. We're going to go around the high school. We're going to come back around here. And we're going to come back down the main road here. Okay, so we got to stop there. Let's actually bring the stop right up here. Alright, so then we're going to kind of skip every other one. And then theoretically that would be there. So we're going to skip that. And we're going to go right in front of the high school. Oh, come on. We don't need to do that, guys. Okay, let's put a stop here then instead. And let's see. There we go. It's going to loop around the high school. Okay, we're going to need to kind of force it around here. So I don't want to put a stop right here because it's too close to the road or the highway. So I'm going to kind of try to make it do this. Yep, look at that, it's working. And we're going to stop there. I want to bring it all the way back around, so we're going to stop right here. And then we'll mimic it along. There we go, Steve McQueen Boulevard. Awesome. Okay, so because we have a stop right here, I'm gonna put another stop for the yellow bus right here. It's probably not necessary, but There we go. So Steve McQueen Boulevard. Let's open this tab up. This is bus line 16. Let's call it McQueen. Oh. McQueen line. And it'll be like an orange. How about that? Okay, let's see how many buses are on the McQueen line. 8 buses. Let's put it to 10 for now, and we'll see if we need to readjust it at some point. And it's been 10 minutes, and all we've done is a bus loop. So let's look at this. How are we going to connect into here? Well, I think what we'll do is we'll leave Oliver Street here as is, and we'll look to connect via Bathurst Lake Drive, Main Street, and Brown Street. All right, so let's find how we're going to do this. Well, I think the idea here is, well, hold on. Lakeview is an entertainment zone, so let's check out where Lakeview goes to. Down into here. So that means Bathurst Lake is more of a organic and local produce area. So perhaps what we can do is we can make a tertiary zone out of these 3. And we can make this a bit of a tourism spot. Because I don't really want a ton of commercial through here, but I do want a couple. And I think it'd be really nice to have like a tourist thing around Bathurst Lake, right? And then from there we'll be able to dive into the detailing. Okay, so let's take out some zoning. Let's put in some new zoning. Bring it right along Main Street down to Oliver. Bring it right down to the lake here. So, oh, I also manipulated a bit more along the lines here for the organic local produce versus leisure. So I brought organic and local produce down into here. And it's a really interesting contrast to all these residential areas. So if you see, this is organic and local produce, this is leisure. So we have leisure out over here. And, you know, it's a pretty good bar area. But then right here is still organic and local produce. Okay, Daffodil Park. Well, this will be... Daffodil Park is a okay name. If you feel like naming it, let me know, and we will change that name because I can't really think of a name off the top of my head for it. But let's put a theme in. Oh no, not a theme. Well, enable any management really for international, and let's add in the commercial district we're looking for, which is tourism specialization. Fantastic. Oh, gotta be really careful here with the district zoning. Make sure there's nothing on Oliver Street here. It's gonna potentially change anything I have going on. And oh, I was wondering why this wasn't organic local produce stuff. So I think what I'll do then is I'll just try to fix this a little bit. There we go. All right, so now that we're in here, let's look at what we can do. So this is going to be like hotels and stuff, right? So if we put a hotel along here, I think what's going to happen is that hotel is going to kind of be on a slope, and that's not kind of what I'm looking for. So what we can do is we can lower this whole road a little bit, and that could work in a sense. We could get some hotels with a bit of a frontage. So let's do that. Grab those 3. We're just going to lower it to about this point, and let's see what we can do with the brush. Oh, it's a bit too big. So it looks like we need some more. Yeah, we still need to lower it a bit. Well, first of all, let's bring it all to the same height, and then let's keep lowering it a little bit. All right. And then let's smooth out this area. Let's turn up the brush size a little bit. That would help. Ooh, I think I brought it a bit too far there. All right, so we're right along the water here. Just gonna wait for it to kind of fill out a little bit. You know, I'm gonna try to save the sand a little bit. So let's grab this. Let's try to get some sand for the hotels. So we might see some flooding here. And then let's do this. I think that's how it works. I've always been horrible with this tool. Okay, let's just wait for the water to kind of finish doing its thing. Oh no, bus. It's retreating. That taxi just did not care at all. Okay, anytime now you can get moving again. There we go. All right. It was destroyed apparently. Okay, so now that we have that in place, let's look at getting some. No, see, I don't know if I should go high density here or not. Let's see the difference here. So I'm gonna go high density, low density, because they're pretty much the same thing, in my opinion. Okay, so as we wait for those two to come in, because I know they're gonna be hotels, let's grab a road from here. And what we can do is we can connect right up into here, eh? That's pretty close. It'd be nice if we maintained that though. And then from here, ooh, just a bit off. Oh, come on. That's fine. We'll try this out. A pretty big connection space over here, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. This is the bus stop. Okay, well, we're still waiting for those to come in. Let's now grab some more. I could get one connection right here along Oliver Street. Or, just gonna delete that though. Perhaps we go for some residential around here. And how about we get one road through there like that, and then we can get a lazy connection. Yeah, that could work. Ooh, never mind. That's not gonna work because the zoning is all changed up on here. Well, you know what could actually work? If we take the zoning off this road. It's not that bad. Okay, so let's re-add the zoning here. So that is a building. This is not. This can be zoned. This can be zoned. And then we'll kind of just have to leave this space for, say... Am I recording? I am, okay. There we go. I recording again? I am recording again. Okay, so I really screwed up there, checking if I recorded or not. Silly me. Okay, hopefully I was able to reline up the audio again. Okay, we'll throw a bunch of commercial in here. Let's calm down on that commercial here because we're gonna get a bunch more. Yeah, see, these are like the same assets. And they're pretty cool, but I was thinking that there were going to be some hotels too. So how about we zone all this up with tourism. And we see kind of what pops up here. Let's go with some high density. Something I could also do is use these unique buildings. I think one of them is like a resort hotel, but that's a bit too big for kind of what I'm looking for. There's a couple other assets that might kind of work as well. Oh, the boat museum. I like that asset. Yeah, the luxury hotel is not going to work. But there's a couple other things that I was looking to get in here as well. Was it here that I was thinking about that? Maybe I'm oh, the sea to skyscraper. Now, this asset's really interesting because it only costs 400, but it's a level 6 unique building. It's just an impressive office building. So what I'm thinking is you kind of place it in a really unique spot like this, and it's a pretty cool looking building. You could also get it right along the water here. I'm pretty sure it just has a bunch of parking around it, which kind of makes it a strange building. So let's place it right here. Yeah, see, it's just parking. And we'll fill in the concrete around it. And where we got towers, I'm going to kind of try to prevent these big towers from coming in. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make sure that I don't, I'm kind of calling a bunch of mulligans here, but I'm going to try to stick to like this height of hotel. And it's a bit unfortunate because there's really not a ton of variety in them. But I kind of would have preferred if some of these ones became hotels. But we'll see what happens through here. We've got some offices through here. I think that's going to help kind of change the mix, or yeah, mix up the usage a bit. Let's see if we can get like a condo right here. Maybe that'll kind of help give us the vibe a little bit. And then right in here, I think we would have to have an access to the water through here. But now that we got that sea to skyscraper in here, let's get some condos throughout this space, and let's also make sure people can walk between them. Awesome. And yeah, there might be too many condos, to be honest, for the space, but I mean, they're not that tall buildings. Yeah, that's a good size. And yeah, I mean, this hotel is a bit too tall. I'm gonna have to keep watch out of these because I could make them historical, but I don't have the best of luck with that. Okay, so let's see what this pathway is looking like. Yeah, we could definitely snake a pathway right through here. Fantastic. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We get a couple smaller condos right through here. And here. And then the rest of it, well, I'm probably gonna need another road actually through here. Let's find a good spot. It's close enough. And then the rest of it's gonna be low density. All right. And then we'll do the same thing right through here. So it's kind of look like the theme I'm kind of going for is that this area is kind of like beginning to gentrify. Let's go 4 through here. 4. Oops. And then we'll fill this in with residential. And then this one as well. They're gonna complain about the noise through here, but tough luck. Let's actually back that up to about here. Okay, and then, whoops, wrong one. Let's get a bit of a pathway right through here. Nice, connecting up. Got a one right there too. Let's look at taking off some traffic lights. Leave one there. Okay, so as this fills in, we're gonna need to look at some of our water. Okay, well, forgot about that. Oh, there's not a lot of water that I'm forgetting. All right. It's looking pretty nice. Nice. Another one's coming through here. Okay, I do really like how these are all like beach kind of things, so I'm gonna set them as just as historical. Originally, when we started here, I was thinking like, oh, it'd be nice to get like a hotel here, but these buildings being like all like party kind of vibes are really good. I don't want this to really change at all. Okay, so let's check this out again. Let's get a condo right here. And then we're going to need to look at kind of detailing this out a little bit. So let's grab our pavement tool. And just to make it seem like it blends in a bit better, I'm going to fill in these spaces. We'll get all this to fill in with concrete as well. Okay, very cool. I really like the size of these office buildings, so I'm going to leave them. And same with the height of this one. So I'm being very generous with my issuing historic building status. Okay, so we're going to need to smooth this terrain out a bit. Alrighty, so now let's grab the dirt path. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to kind of connect up through here, and then we'll connect up like so. You know what, we could get another building right here if I move this. Nice, okay, so we're just gonna get a pathway behind here, and what this is gonna do for us is it's gonna give a bit of a vibe that you can kind of like walk along the beach. And then this is going to be the tricky part. Connecting up in a spot where it won't turn off node snapping. Yeah, there we go. And now you can walk behind. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we've kind of filled in this space. We have lots of residential areas out this way. Let's take a look at some of the demands throughout here. So, first of all, unemployment is extremely stable. Healthcare could be better, so we can definitely get another clinic out this way. So I think that's what we'll put out right here. That'll help a bunch of this stuff over here as well. Elder care, we are good. Yeah, okay, this is screwing me up a little bit. Here we go. Yeah, we're good for elder care. Child care too. I think we put a child care center out here as well. We did. For some reason it's not showing up like it normally does for me. Death care we could probably do with a bit more. Okay, let's exit out of here. Turn this on. Weird, it's not really helping me out. But death care, I know we're gonna need some more because we only have one cemetery out over here. We don't really have any crematoriums or anything like that. So I think what we'll do is we'll get our crematorium right here. And we're good over this way. Let's check education out. This is what I was worried about. Education. Yeah, so we're gonna need another elementary school out over here. So let's get that right here. And we'll get a park. Small playground. What if we go large playground? That's not really gonna fit, is it? Okay, well, we'll just go small one. Very nice. Make sure there's no zoning on here. There's not. Let's decorate out this block a little bit. There we go, and let's get some trees in here. Not really what I was going for, so let's take that out. And let's go into this tool. Let's actually grab a fence. And we'll grab the wooden fence. And we'll just kind of do some light fencing. Because we still need to decorate the rest of the lake as well. All right. So now that we have that in place, let's get some. Oh, actually, let's not do that. Let's take that back. Let's fill it in with residential. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, very nice. I think this turned out pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's probably some more things we could do with helping to detail this out. Like, I think trees will really help. I really like this tree because it changes sizes so quickly. And it helps kind of fill in some space through here. And it seems like they would be trees that would be on the beach here. Let's turn Prop and Tree Anarchy off. that works with me. Let's get a couple of these in here. I don't think there's anything growing over there, and then in here as well. Okay, wow, this is actually coming along really nice. Using this seated skyscraper here as well is going to bring in a lot of tourism, which is just a really cool condo. And I'm glad that we got rid of all the really tall hotels. It kind of helps split up the look a little bit. All right, so let's start out over here. So we have a bus stop, nothing really else going on. We have our boat launch nearby. I think this is a pretty cool spot that we can perhaps use some of these park assets along. So, oh no, they're right here. So like restaurant pier, which I guess would mean we need piers, wouldn't it? I'm starting to think now. Perhaps what we do is we use some of the new pier tools, the new piers. Like I really like this one. Let's see how it looks over here. Not the greatest for this situation, is it? How about this one? Yeah, maybe not right here. Maybe we go back over here. And maybe the original one will work a bit better. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think people would appreciate a spot like this to sit down. Okay, let's bring that up to about here. This would be a pretty cool house to live on. And you get to watch the boats kind of launch too. All right, so let's go back over here. We'll grab the smoothing tool, we'll turn out the brush size, and we'll just try to lower the height of this. Yeah, very nice. And we just need to blend this in a bit better. So I'm gonna just grab nodes, because I think I messed it up last time. And we're gonna say get to that height. Thank you. Get to this height as well. Okay, so we're gonna need to level the terrain a bit better over here. Alright, so we can still manipulate this a little bit better. There's a bit of funkiness going on, so I'm going to try to use these rocks to blend it in. Maybe not that one. It's pretty cool. Gonna flood for a little bit. Let's go back to this one. Yeah, nice. Now people can come over here with like their lunch. They can sit by the wavy key. Okay, let's try to fix that really quickly. Where are the nodes? There it is. I'm gonna hold Alt. There we go. I'm gonna grab all of them. Just gonna scooch it up a little bit. No, they don't want to scooch up. Oh no! There we go. Why is it so darn touchy? Holy cow. Let's undo what I did. We'll just leave it as wavy as it is. And I guess we lost that shop. So that means we'll just have to decorate it with some rocks to help blend it in. Okay. Let's get a couple trees in here too. Let's turn prop and tree anarchy on. Very nice. Okay, so people can come over here with their ice cream and their lunch. And over here, we'll just leave as a tree-lined road. And I know there's a tree-lined road tool, but I feel like this is a bit more realistic for this type of build. Ooh, let's get some trees over here. Okay, very nice. And let's move along. So we got... Oh wait, we were gonna add some piers, weren't we? What about this one? Oh, so it's snapping onto this. And yeah, this isn't the type of pier that we're looking for. Okay, we don't need a darn parking lot. Even if it is for electric vehicles. Okay, well maybe we'll just kind of leave that as the asset to enjoy that space with. And we'll come over here to the park. So I filled it in with just the pathway. Whoops. And there's a ton more entertainment we need. So here's what I'm thinking. People come here to, like, say, enjoy the sunset or something like that. So what we need is maybe there's like fireworks here on Canada Day or something like that. So let's get a restroom right by the parking lot. Very easy. And say if we get a cafe out here, I think it would need to be closer to the water. Yeah, not like right in here. So maybe let's get the playground for the kids right out by here too. Close to the entrance. And then let's just get the pavement tool and we'll fill in the kids' playground with pavement. Yeah, we'll do that. And then what we'll do is we'll just get a couple trees. Well, that's not trees. Help fill that in. Very nice. Okay, and then now we need to look at what assets we really want in this park. So, gazebos. Yes, for sure. Let's get a gazebo right here. No. Let's go for... Ooh, you know what? The overlook would be really nice. Viewing deck. Yes. Okay, buildings. There we go. I'm just going to scooch it right into here, and then we're going to lower it. Okay, we're going to raise it up just ever so slightly. There we go. That should bring in some attraction. And then we're going to go for the piers over on this side. So let's grab this one. And what I'll do here is I'll place it right here. But I'm going to move it. And we're going to readjust it so that it's kind of using these rocks as some support. And then I'll put it into the ground a little bit. Bring it a bit closer. Very cool. It'd be nice to go and view the city's cool lake. All right, and trampoline park, of course, that makes a lot of sense. We could go for like a plaza or two in here, but I think that's not the type of park we're going for. I don't think there's any other than the viewing decks. I don't think there's anything else in here that we could really use. We could go for one of these types of things, but I think they have parking on them, which is a bit annoying. So I think what we'll do is we'll just have to look at getting just some detailing through here. Yeah. All right. And I think we'll start off by selecting whatever road we're using here and make sure node snapping is on and all the other guidelines. Bring it out to here. We'll get a nice square off of this, and then we'll get a bit of a wavy thing. A wavy thing. Out like so. And I think what we'll do is we'll get two things. We'll get a pier. Oh, not one of these. Because people drive to them. Yeah, this one. Should we do this or should we do the viewing deck? This one is pretty nice. Okay, so if I take this and we say this height, let's say this height, and I just get rid of as much as I can. There we go, that looks pretty good. And then I'll just grab this and move it to about there. Nice, and then we'll move this back. All right, and then what we'll do is slope this down. I'll come over with the smoothing tool and just ever so slightly smooth it out. There you go, it looks pretty nice. Let's just try to straighten it out a bit. Okay, let's check the attractiveness of this park because we haven't really been using too many assets from the parks themselves. So it looks like it's doing fine. And let's see, is this too big for this? Space it is, but I'm pretty sure the plaza won't be. Okay, so we'll stick with the plaza here. So what I'll do is place one down here, and I'll place one down here. I'm gonna grab this one. We'll say get to that height. I'm gonna grab. Okay, let's go with this height. Okay, let's go back to this height then. Thank you. And I'll say get to that height. There we go, that fixed it. And then let's grab this. I will say get to that height. And then we're gonna grab these, get them up to that height. Okay, very nice. And then let's get 2 dirt paths. And I just want to make sure there's no snapping on. Let's turn all the guidelines off. And what I want to do, oh, I thought I turned snapping off, is just get 2 paths like this right through here. And then we can add in some, like a fountain might be nice. What happens if we pave this in? Will the pathway disappear? It will, but since we've done that, people will walk through it, at least. Okay, let's go back over here. Let's look at getting some benches. Let's put them in a line. Why is that? It's okay. Oh, wait, why don't we just do flowers instead? Yep, that works. We'll do something like this. Very nice. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll get another one of these pathways that people have just used to get through. Okay, and then we're over here, we have some space. I do want to leave some green space, but I do want to also try to maximize the amount of realistic assets we can fit in here, and I think gazebos would be a good option here. So we'll get one gazebo here, two gazebo here. Ooh, we're going to just smooth that out. Okay, let's actually grab the land height that we want for this section, bring it out a bit. We'll come back over and we'll smooth around it. There we go, so people can walk right down to the water if they want. It's a bit steep, but I don't know. It's fine. Let's grab our forest brush and we'll just do that. Fill in some trees over here. Okay. Very good, very good. We'll leave it at this. This isn't exactly the most popular area for our park, so we have enough entertainment for it to level up to probably at least level 3 or something like that. So we'll leave it at that. That's a nice little park for people to, in this neighborhood, to go use. And then now we're over here. And this area, I'm not exactly sure what to do with. We could just leave it as fallow kind of grounds. We could add another boat launch through here. Wouldn't be the worst idea ever, getting a boat launch over this way. Or we can look at adding a pier through here. And holy cow, all this week's episodes are just running extra long. So why don't we look at getting a fenceless key? Let's go with the simple seawall. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I think this works. Okay, so we'll go with this. We'll go freeform. And I'll just kind of curve it around the outside here. We'll fix it all up. And bring it to about here. And then I just want to grab just the nodes. Let's take buildings off here. Node, that height. Let's just actually just try to move it all in as close as we can. To the concrete itself. I guess we'll start with the nodes and then we'll tweak the segments if we need to. This needs to be at this height. Okay, we'll lower it down a bit then. There we go, here's the next one. Lower this one down a bit. And over here. And then lower it down a bit. And the end. Okay, let's grab segments now. And just try to tweak them a little bit. Okay, very nice. So we got the simple seawall along here. I think what we can do then is we can look at taking the leveling tool. Let's select something like that. And what we'll do is you can bring it right against the seawall for a little bit at least. And it might kind of change the look of it a little bit. So let's resume that. See kind of what's happening. Yeah, pretty good. And then we'll try to smooth out this area over here to make it look like it's kind of, you know, the sediments kind of gotten in through here over time. All right, and then we will just take some rocks. Let's go with this. With this one. No, how about this one? Just trying to find a good spot that, yeah, perfect. Makes it seem like the key just kind of ends into these rocks. And then we can take this long one, and this one works great for doing stuff like this right here. So I know it's going to look like a pattern, but once we get this vegetation in through here, it shouldn't look so patterny. Okay, we'll do this, and then, oh, that's not a good one. Why is it being so snappy? There we go. I mean, it still looks kind of patterny. I don't know. Patterny. Okay, so yeah, I think this turned out pretty nice. We have kind of a bit of everything. We got seawall right up against. Ooh, look at this. Let's grab nodes. There we go. Let's grab the segment now. Yeah, so we kind of have like right up against the wall, we have a park along it, we have a boat launch and a marina. We have a cool quay where you can come sit and enjoy the view. We have a historic park, we have a leisure area, so we kind of got a bit of everything, and we're probably going to have to get one of those pumping stations out this way. So there's always more you can do. You can grab some of this stuff, right? Place it along here, make it seem a bit more natural, which is probably something I should have done when we were going over this in the first place. Especially over here. It really helps blend in the waterfront. So yeah, let's just fill this in really quickly. Some of this stuff. Come back over with this one. And yeah, okay. We'll leave it at that. So I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow in tomorrow's episode. And let's try to find a good view. I don't know. This one might work. Yeah, okay. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.